Congressman Bacon, welcome on board the AEM Manufacturing Express, and thank you for being on board with equipment manufacturing in Nebraska.
Thank you, Kip, and thanks for being out in Nebraska and being at Elliott today.
We're excited. Great event, good crowd.
Yep.
You talked a little bit about the work that you're doing in Washington to help advance equipment manufacturing and support companies like Elliott. You want to talk to us just a little bit about that?
Well, first of all, we're proud to have Elliott here in South Omaha, 200 jobs. And the equipment manufacturers, we have 31,800 manufacturing jobs, equipment manufacturing jobs in Nebraska. We want them here. We don't want them in Mexico or wherever else. No offense to our Mexico friends, but we like those jobs here. And there's 2.3 million equipment manufacturing jobs in our country. And that's good for America. And the agenda that you have had is the agenda that I embrace. We like infrastructure. A strong, prosperous America has to have a good infrastructure. It improves commerce, trade, public safety, makes it easier to go on trips with your family, and we embrace all of that. We need to have a tax code that's competitive, so we bring jobs back to America, and we keep them here. We want trade, because when Nebraska's a trade state, the more we can sell our corn, soybeans, beef, and pork, that results in a stronger economy here. And so I've helped double the trade promotion authority in the Farm Bill this cycle. Now, it's not passed yet. We have to get through the Senate and do other things as well, but we want that. Trades, we need to help kids coming out of our high schools know welding. I was just talking to one of your welders. She's got out of Metro. She got a great job. And she was a bartender, and now she's a welder making a lot of money, and she got benefits. We need to, through all our country, when you can get a trade, you can take your whole family out of poverty and do great things. Finally, we need more emphasis on a smart immigration policy. We need to shut down on illegal immigration where we have crime, and the gangs in Mexico are prospering, like $10,000 a person they smuggle across. But we need legal immigration, high-schooled, rotational for our farms, keeping our college graduates who maybe come here from other countries that want to stay. That's a smart immigration policy that we need.
No, it is. And you mentioned that young welder, right? These
Right.
are family-sustaining jobs. You can have a great career. Not enough people know about the great careers that you can have in equipment manufacturing.
Mm-hmm.
Not enough people know about manufacturing as a whole, or why it's important to communities like Omaha. So if you had a message, if you could talk to all, the Americans out there across the country, and many of, we will visit with this tour, and you could explain to them why manufacturing is so important, equipment manufacturing is so important to communities like Omaha, what would you tell them?
Well, 200 people working here and are high-skilled labor. They're taking care of their families, and the jobs that produce here, they help the rest of the economy in the local area. South Omaha surely benefits because of Elliott. The workers I was talking to in there, they all live a mile or two away. So South Omaha is benefiting from these great jobs. But as already mentioned too, we have 31,800 equipment jobs in Nebraska. So this is an important part of our economy. I mean, obviously we're a big agriculture business. We can't do ag without combines and tractors. Well, that's what equipment manufacturers make that happen, which we have these factories in our local area, right, with Klaus Combines. This is one example. So what I think is fascinating, you got direct jobs here, but the indirect jobs that are created by the equipment here. So I look out the window right now, you have equipment out there that help maintain our highways, or they put in pipes for natural gas. Yep. Well, there's workers doing that, right? And so the equipment produced here is helping other people do their jobs. So there's the direct benefits and a lot of indirect benefits. And if we didn't have the jobs here, they'd be down in Mexico or China, wherever it may be. And that money is leaving our country. So it's very important to have a competitive tax code and regulatory system to keep jobs here and keep the companies here.
Right, and we obviously, the whole purpose of the AEM Manufacturing Express is to go out and visit with our member companies, but also to celebrate what they do. And thank you for being here today and helping celebrate what Elliott does, but also to let folks know that we're in the trenches with them. We're fighting for them every day, but we also need their help, right? I mean, no one is a better advocate for our industry than the men and women that work in our industry. And you talk just about the trickle-down impact that this company, Elliott, and the industry has, right? And it helps lift people up. It helps create those family-sustaining jobs. So thank you for everything that you do in Washington to make our job just a little easier. We are on a 10,000-mile, 20-state Great American road trip with this bus. So we're going to wrap this up with a couple of road trip themed questions. You ready, Congressman?
I'm ready.
Okay, here we go. Your fondest road trip memory?
Going to the Badlands, then Little Bighorn, then Yellowstone. Yeah, that's a good trip. Now, I did that with my family a long time ago. Right now I have a Harley Davidson, so my road trips aren't as far anymore, but I love a 300-mile bike ride.
Do you have a CDL? You want to drive the bus?
I drove grain trucks growing up.
Yeah.
I probably would need a little training on this big thing.
All right. Okay.
I was driving grain trucks at 13. So
I don't think they let you do that anymore.
And yet I actually take it to the elevator, and I take grain to the elevator, and at 13. So then when I got my driver's license at 16, my neighbor was the guy that did the, whether you pass or not. His name was Vern Olenkamp. So he says, Don, I've been watching you drive grain trucks. So we're just going to drive around the block. I'm going to sign it.
There you go. That was your test.
That was my test.
Oh, great. I don't think they do that anymore either. Favorite road trip song?
Eagles, Take It Easy. That's like the ultimate driving in your car. But if I had to listen to one like band, it's Rolling Stones.
Rolling Stones.
I love the old Stones. It never gets old to me.
Well, we got to add that to the playlist for the bus.
It's the 1968, 69, 70, 71, 72 Stones. It's just, I love the Keith Richards riffs are really good.
All right, now we know what we're listening to when we're going south to Kansas after we're down here in Nebraska. All right, final question. Favorite road trip snack?
You know, I used to like chips, but I'm 60 years old, so I try to avoid them. So now it's beef jerky.
Okay.
Because it got 0 carbs.
Yep.
And peanuts.
Hopefully Nebraska made beef jerky.
Cashews or peanuts are also good. They're a little more healthy than the chips. I love Doritos, but they love me too.
Well, it sounds like we're going to do some Rolling Stones and some beef jerky.
There we go.
As we head south. Congressman Bacon, thank you so much for everything you do.
And Kip, you do a great job representing AEM.
Well, it's my pleasure. Thank you.
Thanks.